Brothers and sisters, generals, family, as I always say, younger or older. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whatever time zone that we are in. And we got to be fired up and set that lovely, divine tone every morning. We get our mind right every morning. If we're healthy, that good old mind, body, and soul that I talk about. If we take measures to better ourselves every day, stay at it. Be hard on ourselves. Be more harder on ourselves than criticism or things of the outside world. Do whatever it takes to stabilize one's mind. It is very, very important, and that's how we develop, strong family members, brother or sister, and reachers and teachers of the world or online. There's many great benefits that come in the future, as I always speak on, when we practice on one's spirit, soul, and just overall physical body, from eating to rest to having positive things, and just getting to a place of that divine balance, which can be very, 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 very challenging, but we have to stay at it. If we want to see good results in our lifetime, we have to put forth the effort and put that energy out there, because it's wonderful. So welcome to another edition of EBX Discussion. I always inspire and I will always lift up, because there was those that lift me up, that helped me get me up out the mud, so to speak. But once we have that beautiful word, I like to say, clarity. When we have that, we know when we have it. And then when we finally do have clarity over our mind, body, and soul, our psyche, and we are sharpening our seeing, hearing, and feeling, man, we'll become unstoppable. Things will become laughable. We don't laugh at things that concerns us in this life: person, place, thing, children, family, significant other, if you have one, opposite sex. We're talking about a brother or a sister. We ain't mixing the two. We don't do that over here. And many others that think like I do. We know the pitfalls and the chaos that can come out of mixing artificial with natural. People can try to force it, try to make it, and don't care how you feel within. When you're going against nature and that divine spirit, good luck with that. And one doesn't believe in luck. I don't even believe in the word belief. And I have learned that from some great teachers on this here journey. Because when you're looking to learn, when you enjoy what you do, as you be accountable and you stay enthusiastic and you stay disciplined, you enjoy things. It won't, because you can make working on oneself fun. It doesn't have to be work, because if you love yourself, it shouldn't be work. Because when you love yourself, you'll send that ripple out to those in our circle, in our generals, far or near, family, children, and most of all, ourselves. So without further ado, brothers and sisters, H.I.L, heal, inspire, and lead. H.I.L. And I thought it was kind of amazing when this concept came to one's mind, and I give it to that great divine. Salute for the downloads that a lot of us brothers and sisters are getting. Thank that great divine if you feel that spirit in the morning, and it is in the AM right now. Because remember, the mornings are the most peaceful when we're the most juvenated and our minds is clear. If we've had power thoughts the night before, any challenge or anything we're thinking about or dealing with before we go to bed, deal with it. Don't carry it on into our dreams until we wake up. Deal with it. Have power thoughts, or have a meditative moment, as I like to say. Of course, meditation. A lot of some of your greatest teachers of all time took time to meditate. And because we power thought, positive, righteous power thoughts at night, we don't forget about it, but we put it on hold. We'll say we're going to get this rest and we'll deal with this when we wake up. And you be ready, be right there. We got to deflect those negative thoughts, serious, subtle, aggressive, small, or big. And that's when we are definitely on the way to healing. that mind, body, and soul. Because, man, it's wonderful. You can be a hero within your own self. You don't need things on the TV or streaming on social media. Or now it's good to be inspired by a brother or a sister, family member, but we can have that fire within us. As I said, I've content creators I've came across, I named them on the last podcast I did, sparked that fire in me, and used to be the shyest brother in the world. Look at one now. No holds barred, but righteous. Not cocky and having ego and all that dumbass shit. No, we stay on course, we stay balanced, and we keep our eye on the sparrow. H.I.L. Heal, inspire, and then lead. But we have to go through those 3 steps. That healing is a major one. Healing, and I can attest to this, and I had to go through that. A lot of unknown behaviors can be buried deep within our soul. And if we're not aware of ourselves, we're not paying attention, we won't notice. And then sometimes it might pop out, at the wrong time. And that's why it's very, very important to tune in on one's emotion. If one is healthy, brother or sister, younger or older, if you're able to, to practice on stabilizing one's mind. But now, a lot of us talk about this, and it's, like I said, it's a lot of reachers and teachers that speak on this. Salute, brother or sister. Remember, no one's better, just different. And thinking like that is definitely on the road to getting healthy, recovery, or trying to maintain one's mental health. Because as I said before, and I'll say it again, the body always, it's facts, always follows the mind. So that's why we got to have our mind right. It's real shit. The mind is nothing to fucking play with. That's real talk. So if you're healthy and you're pretty much all your senses, and you can see, hear, and feel, pretty much have a healthy psyche. Okay. But we have to put forth the effort to heal, and inspire. But inspire oneself. Don't always look for things on the outside to fill that void. A lot of us talk about that, that will stagnate you, and it will discourage you, and it'll tap into you and make you insecure and all that kind of stuff. No, we have to stand tall on our own 2 feet if we're healthy, mind, body, and soul. And again, we have to do things we love, find out what we love, and focus on it. That's why I told my son, Lord Lamont, salute. That's what I tell all my children, biological, spiritually adopted, or any young brother or sister I talk to. I'll tell them, find what you love that's righteous, that's not going to hurt yourself or hurt no one else, and focus on that and grow from it, build on it, because when you invest in a gift or a hobby or something you love or like, which it could be family, especially ourselves, but we're talking about a hobby or something just for you or for us. Like, I use myself as an example. Like, I like music. I do music a lot. It's my getaway. It's my own little thing just for me. Of course, it's for listeners too. And, push out good energy, and just how I try to have that positive music out there, because that's what I got in my description. I try to encourage one and lift one via a positive word, physically if able, and in music. So that's a vow I made to this channel and my great divine, that I will push out good energy even through the challenging times, because we as speakers and those that's leading, or I won't say leading in our mind, then we inspire others. Got to be careful about that word lead, because we all are leaders and teachers, as I always say, with a student spirit. But leading is a state of mind, just like success and and status and all that stuff. It all begins with the mind. So leading can be a state of mind. So when you get it embedded in your soul, then it'll turn into action. That's something I always get from Malcolm X. We cultivate that righteous thought to lift and raise, and then we put it into action. But when you're passionate and you're committed to love and raising brothers and sisters and family and teaching and living a good life, and not being took aback by toxic devil, person, place, or thing, man, is you get to a place of no return. Once you reach that truth and you take the bulls by the horn, as I said on a song recently, nothing can stop us. No holds barred. Righteously, though, on that divine way, not no toxic way or nothing scheming. No. Go through all the human measures so we can get to that divine spiritual side of us that's in the pit of our soul. Once we get to the pit of our soul, got all that toxic shit filtered out of there, nothing can stop us. But remember, part of healing is focusing on things we love to take us away from the hustle and bustle of the world. If some of us have jobs or kids, and you have to do things to get away from it. Don't ignore our accountabilities and things we have to do, but always have to get off into a space so we can think and maintain, so we can stay balanced in this life, so we can be ready for what's to come. And we have to stay connected to that divine so we can anticipate things to come, brother or sister, family, younger or older. Because as I said, as a human, we don't know what's to come, but when we connected to that divine force, and as I said, everyone comes at that divine force a different way. But at the end of the day, it's only one God, the real true God, not the false one that's been made up in history. We talking about the real one that, that will show you that when you put forth righteous effort, you'll see signs here and there, but you got to be in that space to pay attention. We have to want to heal. Again, things on the outside can help us, person, place, or thing, but it's not going to do a damn thing or do any bit of good if we're not trying to help oneself. If we're able. If not, what do we all say? Get help. Never let things fester. Again, we as humans, we don't know what can come in the future, but if we're studying, we're practicing, we're looking for solutions, we can damn sure be ready, and we'll be able to tackle it. We'll have some kind of goal or plan if we're in the process of H.I.L, healing, inspiring, and then lead. But it starts with leading oneself. All right, now I want to get into a summary. I like my little summaries, and thank those who've been coming in, commenting, and I thank all the great teachers that's lifting. And we need some great teachers out here, brother or sister. I'm not paying no attention to toxic individuals. Have no tolerance, no time. I'm only focusing on the generals. Salute. So have a good morning every day. Tell yourself it's going to be a good day. I want to get into this summary. My leaders and teachers, current subscriber, new subscriber, anybody that view, I appreciate you. Take good energy that you hear from any reacher or teacher, brother or sister, that we're here in this world or online. Let's pass that good energy around so we all can be healed if some of us need to. But remember, never get to a space where we think we're done. Always study to maintain, because righteous energy is out here, which is wonderful. But what's the reality? You have negative entities or evil entities or negative energy that's out here too. All right, let's get to this summary. All right. What is the importance of having a healthy mind, body, and soul? All right. And it kind of breaks it up like the health, then the body, the mind, and then the soul. All right. A healthy body keeps you fit. Now, we all know that, but it's easier said than done. We have to do things to practice, like stretch. That's what I do. And you hear other teachers speak on this too, but when we're actually doing it, we'll see the results in our lives. I mean, just stretching every day plays a very important part in our body, keeping all the kinks out and keeping our muscles from getting tight and, soreness and all that stuff, especially if we have a job. And matter of fact, I'll put that in the end screen where I've spoke on the do's and don'ts of a job. And I might have spoke on that in that podcast, but if not, I'll reiterate. I might have, but I'll reiterate it. Stretch during your job. Always take breaks, and stretch and twist your body and stretch your legs and kind of swivel your head around and your shoulders and just kind of like you're getting ready for not a fight. So just for an example, not a fight, so to speak, but not like, let's say like a brother I listen to always use boxing as an analogy. Like you can get warmed up for a boxing match. You don't just go in and start fighting, you warm up. So that's how we look at jobs and anything we're doing that requires us to use our physical body. And it's like my job, I'm a short order cook, so gotta do a lot of moving and stuff. So I try to stretch, and I stop in the middle of the job, in the middle of the shift a lot of times, and I'll stretch and just kind of keep myself together. And breathing, I'm learning that too, as I've learned from other teachers. Salute. Breathing exercises, like if you feel tense or you feel your blood pressure welling up, take a moment, stop, and breathe. It does work. And it relaxes you and it settles you down, because we can feel that anxiety build up, because no one knows us better than ourselves, other than that divine force and Mother Nature. So just a little advice. All right, let's start over. A healthy body keeps you fit. It's something we should all know. Active and energized at work. I was just talking about that. At work and at home. Remember, this is for any time of the day or week or year, but work especially, or if you're doing something strenuous. All right. A healthy body keeps you fit, active, and energized at work and at home. A healthy mind keeps you focused and engaged on your professional goals, your hobbies, which I was just speaking on a little while ago, your hobbies and personal ambitions. A healthy soul keeps you fulfilled and content, whether that's through your professional or your family life, which I speak on family all the time. Professional life, that's the same as if you're employed, have a job, or if you have your own business, keep your mind right for that too, because that can be a challenge sometimes, or a combination of both. Yep. A healthy body keeps you fit, active, and energized at work and at home. A healthy mind keeps you focused and engaged on your professional goals, your hobbies, and your personal ambitions. A healthy soul keeps you fulfilled and content, whether that's through your professional or family life, or a combination of both. Remember, when you're seeking truth, when you're seeking to be healthy, mind, body, and soul, you can balance all things. It just takes practice. Again, like I said in there, it takes focus, and you have to keep doing these things. You don't just do them one time and they're done. Have to kind of stay consistent on oneself, especially in these times with this social media in the world, and you got these politics, celebs, artists, and all these different things swirling around us. And that's why we study on that inner real talk, so we can avoid the toxic things on the outside and this beefing shit in hip hop. I am so fucking done with this beefing shit in hip hop. When will the beefing be done? It's crazy. This Kendrick Lamar, and I don't really like speaking names and speaking on stuff, but this Kendrick Lamar and this Drake beefing shit really need to stop. It's ridiculous. I mean, come on, man. It's ridiculous. I don't pay that shit any mind. Let's stick to making the music and lifting the listeners. What are we getting out of beefing? Bad energy. That's what we're getting. And it just keep going and going. It's ridiculous, but this is just one's opinion and theory. But hey, keep on beefing and staying in it. And to me, that's kind of like being a hamster on the wheel. You just stuck in it, because it takes you away from the focus of music and what we started doing hip hop for in the first place. So I don't do the beefing thing. I'm all about doing music. I'm all about uplifting and, enjoying the process of it. And just hearing one person say, hey, man, that was dope, or whether it's from a brother or a sister. That's what we do it for. And to lift someone's spirit and inspire them to cultivate their gift and manifest it, not just beefing shit, and it's ridiculous. So to each is his own, but everybody else can jump on that trend if they want to. I don't do trends. It's sometimes trends can be toxic. That's why you have to be super, super hyper aware. Real talk. Not putting no one else down, or not trying to think I'm better. I'm just giving one's perspectives. Like what I like to say, no one's better, just different. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and I'm sure many can agree, beefing is bad energy. It's ridiculous to me. I don't know why we need rap battles and all that shit anyway. It's fucking ridiculous. It's time to change hip hop. We need to change some of the old ways that we think are a part of hip hop, when really it's toxic to hip hop. Rap battling and beefing is toxic to hip hop to me. So I love hip hop from the bottom of my soul. So I will always have something to say about hip hop and any kind of music. I love all kinds of music. Hip hop is just one's favorite genre. And but my son and I are gonna speak on that. Lord Lamont, we're gonna have a hip hop what if tomorrow. I'm tell you, he gotta get over here because we gotta speak on this because I really love hip hop and I got a whole new list of hip hop artists and I'm trying to focus mostly on the underground. There might be some mainstream that I'll speak on and that I kind of spoke on the last hip hop what ifs with my son, but it's gonna be all new. It's gonna be an all new list and I'm gonna speak on my son because he on my list. Actually, we're gonna speak on his music and my cousin L'Oreal Lyrical. May she rest in peace and in power. I'm gonna play her song that her and I did. I'm gonna play some songs my son and I did. Spoke on this on the last podcast. We're just trying to keep it refreshed and because different people come in and listen to your channel. So look for that tomorrow. Hip hop what ifs and I haven't really. Well, the subject is going to be on about beefing and focusing on our passions of music and what we should be focusing on. So we're going to speak on things like that. And my son and I will talk about where we're going to go with music. And I want him to take up that torch, though. I'm a veteran now. I'm always right. So I got to pass that torch on to him. We're going to speak on that stuff, though. Salute to my son, Lord Lamont. And I'm proud of him. He's doing good. As I told him, he's a very resilient young brother. And I thank that great divine that he was born as well as the rest of my children. Salute. Be thankful for our children, because that's our legacy. Our children is our legacy, as well as the legacy we manifest of our own. But our children is a part of it. And our families, you know what I'm saying? So how we are, as a brother or a sister, I think it does reflect on our family. No matter how we think some of our family are, none of that. Get over that shit. As I heard from a great brother, or learned from a great brother. Take that good and leave the bad. Gotta think like that. We'll overcome negative thoughts all day, every day when we stay positive, but a realist at the same time. Because we ain't talking about no soft shit. I always gotta bring it up. My own little definition of positive energy. It's a means for creating a better and greater life. So those are some things that was in one spirit, brothers and sisters. Healing, H.I.L. And this came to me and I liked it. I was meditating and I kind of said to myself, I was like, wow, divine, that's brilliant. Because a lot of things that you see a lot of brothers and sisters doing, I'm talking about the ones that's really, really connected, not no fake individual. Talking about the real brothers and sisters out here. This is how we're able to come up with ideas and keep flourishing and able to be non-affected by things, because when you're real and serious about who you are, what you do, what you love, whether you brother or sister, younger or older, or family member, you just enjoy the journey. You enjoy life. You're not paying attention to superficial things and stupid things, and we're above that. We're almost regal. You know what I mean? That's when you just want to live. You just living. You're no longer existing. That's when you truly have healed. When you not getting triggered all the time. You're not jumping off. You're not this stereotype anymore. And you've stepped into a new brother or sister. You are truly healing and inspiring. And then once we get to that place of leading, remember, this is a state of mind. This does not always mean leading people. We inspire people, but we're going to have that leading mentality. We are leaders, not led by Hollywood and idolize. Never idolize nothing and never idolize anything. Actually, that's one of those things that's in the Bible, even though I'm not a Christian, but that's actually in the Bible. We're not supposed to idolize. It's idolatry. It's, that's what idolizing is almost the cousin of narcissism, real talk. So, and just look at those so-called idols that have fallen, so that's almost like being a toxic proud. You know what I mean? Proud, what they say, pride comes before a fall. I'm talking about a cocky pride when, you don't care how you affect others and all you care about is your own selfish gain, that type of shit. Ooh, I feel sorry for individuals like that. As I always like to say, the analogy I love to use, a train wreck waiting to happen. So don't be a train wreck, brothers, sisters, family. Work on ourselves. Any area that we are dealing with, that, and especially that area in ourselves where no one else knows about, whether it's in our physical life or it's in ourselves, our children, anything that gives us any kind of concern. Work on it. Don't just say, "Oh, I'll be all right." No, work on it. Don't let things fester within, so we can have a great, wonderful life. But we can do it. We can make it happen. But also at the same time, let it come naturally. Don't hurt no one or hurt anything. Because it'll be all for nothing. Being righteous is worth the battle, but you have to go through the battle, right? Nothing worth doing as far as building our health, mind, body, and soul. Man, sometimes it's going to be a challenge, but anything, or I should have, let me rephrase that. Anything that is worth doing, sometimes takes a little battle, but it's worth having a healthy mind, right? It's worth having a healthy body. It's worth having a healthy soul. Because when all pistons are firing, and you're thinking clearly, and you have those days when things are going right, don't that feel good? We can make that happen every day. We call that a triumph. It doesn't mean every day is going to be easy, or a year, or a month, but when we practice our mind and we practice on deflecting triggers, so we can see the overall picture in this life and see over the horizon and somewhat see things down the road, that's what make it worth the battle. But you have to keep at it and pay attention to things, and then those results will come. Learn to be calm in situations, even if it's something that you think might give us a little tense. Stop, breathe, think about it. You'll feel better, and if you do this more, you will feel yourself getting better within. You'll feel it. But we have to focus and be in a space to see it. Can't be wrapped up in chaos, drama, gossiping, tricking and sneaking and all that type of shit that'll just keep you down. Real talk. And then you because when you're not paying attention to your emotions and your triggers and stuff like that, all you will do is blame everything on the outside. It all starts, like we all say, deep within, to that divine spirit. I'm telling you, once we can fix that spirit within ourselves and, man, cleanse our psyche, nothing in this world will ever be able to fuck with us. Now, will we go through challenges? Yes, but not as many. And again, some things will become laughable when we heal, inspire, and then begin to lead. Again, that's a state of mind. So when this came to me, I was like, wow, H.I.L actually spells heal, and I'm talking about healing. Now, how do these downloads and these things come to our mind? Because when we met it, now brothers and sisters that think like I do, teach and trying to uplift and inspire, because we take the time to listen to ourselves. Because again, as I said on the last podcast that I learned from a great brother, we have 2 ears for a reason, So in these times, we should have some kind of knowledge. We can't just sound intelligent and just talk knowledge. No, we have to incorporate it into our bodies and then put it into action into our lives, so it can connect with our families, our children, our generals. Because we are a social creatures. So that's why we had to keep ourselves together, so we can be ready. Because you never know those good things we might come across. It's not always something bad. That's how we come across a lot of righteous opportunities and good brothers and sisters. And we see great things in our children and our family when we keep ourselves in a positive space. And even when it's challenging, because I don't want to make like this positive thing is easy and everything is sunshine. But every day can be a triumph. It's nothing when you work on things. You'll be able to handle fear mongering and things of the world. And you look at things like, you know what I mean? You get to that space, but it all starts with what? Our divine selves. Everyone has that divine ability, but the most special group that has it the most deepest and the best is melanated brothers and sisters. That's facts. We just had to dig deep within, stop playing, pull that shit out, and we up in age, we should know better if we're healthy, mind, body, and soul. So keep healing, my brothers and sisters. And this has been another edition of EBX Discussion. I thank those who've been riding along. Remember, we're never followers. We're changing that damn narrative. So whatever it takes to maintain in this world, whatever we got to do to keep that love and keep ourselves sane, you're never going to get past healing. We have to heal. I've been through it. Again, that's what develops a strong brother and sister, younger or older, when we begin to heal. And once we heal, we know ourselves, and we're not popping off, and we're not in drama, and we're not snapping on nobody. We're not doing those things anymore. It takes time, though. It takes time. Every individual's different. But if we're able, we have to heal. There's no way around that. So H.I.L, heal, inspire, and then my kings, my generals, family, children, we will begin to inspire, salute, and lead. Don't forget, we got to lead too. We heal, inspire, and then begin to lead. But it's a state of mind first, So we lead ourselves. Don't be led by the devil, or toxic things on the outside. No, we lead our own selves, We are in control of this temple here. Great Divine gave us many, many righteous weapons. So stop being soft, stop crying, stop whining, and be the strong brother and sister that's embedded deep within. Again, H.I.L, heal, inspire, and then lead. Salute.